So you've probably heard developers raving about Visual Studio Code, but maybe felt a little overwhelmed about where to even begin. Well, this is for you. We're going to get you up and running and feeling like you know what you're doing in, like, the next 5 minutes. Let's dive in.
And look, this is not going to be some long, drawn-out tutorial. We are moving fast. The whole idea behind a great code editor is that it just gets out of your way and lets you create cool stuff. So let's prove it. We're going from zero to productive, starting right now.
All right, first things first. The easiest step, actually getting the editor. It's a super quick download and install, so let's just knock this out.
Just head on over to codevisualstudio.com. You're going to see a giant download button. You seriously can't miss it. Just grab the one for your system, run it, and you're pretty much there. Now, right before you click that big button, you do have a choice to make. Stable is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's rock solid, perfect for your day-to-day work. But if you're the kind of person who really likes to live on the cutting edge, you might want to check out the Insider's build. You get brand new features literally every single day. And the best part, you can run it right alongside the stable version with no issues at all.
So when you launch VS Code for the first time, keep an eye out for the welcome page. If you ever close it, don't worry, you can always find it again under the Help menu. Think of this as your mission control, your home base, with all the important links right there. Okay, now for what I think is one of the coolest features for anybody new to VS Code, the interactive playground. This is basically your own personal sandbox where you can learn by actually doing stuff without any fear of messing up a real project.
And I mean, this isn't just some boring help document. No, this is a live tutorial that happens inside the editor itself. It actually encourages you to type, to edit the code that's there, and to see how all of VS Code's best features work in real time. It's really the perfect way to get a feel for everything.
For instance, you get to try out IntelliSense. The best way to think about it is like a smart co-pilot for your code. As you start typing, it just pops up with all these helpful suggestions for variables and functions. It helps you code way faster and helps you avoid those silly little typos.
Next up is a massive time saver, rename refactoring. Oh man, we've all been there, right? You need to change your variable's name, and then you have to go hunting through a dozen different files, just praying you caught every single one. With this, you just rename it in one spot, and poof, VS Code is smart enough to update it everywhere else it's used, instantly.
You'll also see some really cool tools like snippets and Emmet. These are all about cutting down on repetitive typing. You just type a little abbreviation, hit the tab key, and boom! It expands into a whole block of code. For anybody doing web development, this is an absolute game changer.
And that's really the whole idea here. Every single one of these tools we're talking about, IntelliSense, refactoring, snippets, they're all designed to do one simple thing, to help you be more productive by letting you focus on the actual problem you're trying to solve, not all the tedious boilerplate stuff.
So now that you've had a little taste of what the editor can do, let's take a super quick tour of the interface. You'll see it's designed to be really clean and minimal, so your code is always front and center.
You're going to spend most of your time in 3 main areas. You've got the sidebar on the left, which is where you'll navigate your project files. Down at the bottom, there's the status bar, which gives you a quick look at any errors or other important info. But the most important part, the real heart of VS Code, is the command palette. Think of it as your universal search bar for everything. You hit one key combo, start typing what you want to do, and you can run any command without ever taking your hands off the keyboard.
You know, a good editor should feel personal. It should feel like your editor. So let's look at how you can quickly tweak VS Code to match your own style and how you like to work.
The fastest and most fun way to make the editor feel like it's yours is by changing the color theme. Just pop open that command palette we just talked about and type color theme. And here's the best part. It gives you a live preview. You can just use your arrow keys to cycle through all the options and see the editor change in real time. When you find one you love, just hit enter and you're done.
Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. What about all those keyboard shortcuts I spent years and years learning in my old editor? That's a fair question.
Well, guess what? You don't have to relearn a single thing. VS Code has these amazing things called keymap extensions. You can literally just install a keymap for Sublime Text, for Vim, Atom, you name it, and all of your old shortcuts will work exactly the way you expect them to. You get to keep all that muscle memory you've worked so hard to build. And hey, if you do want to learn the native VS Code shortcuts, that welcome page we looked at earlier has a link to a super handy, printable PDF cheat sheet for whatever operating system you're on.
All right, let's talk about one last thing, focus.
We live in a world that is just full of distractions and notifications, and sometimes you just need to block out all that noise and just code.
And for that, VS Code has this incredible feature called Zen Mode. With just one command, everything else just fades away. The sidebar, the menus, the status bar, all of it, and it leaves just you and your code on the screen. It is the perfect tool for when you really need to get in the zone and do some deep work.
So there you have it. You've got it downloaded, you've toured the UI, you know how to make it your own, and you even know how to find your focus. The editor is all set and ready to go. The only real question left is, what are you going to build first? Happy coding!